We're friends now.
All right, so we are here with the championship team for the 4-person, 1-day comp, and it just happens to be the Army Warrior Fitness team. So congratulations.
Thank you.
This is the second time in the past 2 years that a Army Warrior Fitness team has been on the podium. Last year it was for the 6-person event, and this year for the 4-person event. So
for sure.
So I guess now you just have to bring a 4-person female team next time, right?
Yeah, I think that's definitely something doable. The Arnold's a big event for us. It was a bummer this year that they canceled all the spectators and everything.
Yeah.
Because obviously as a team, our kind of aspect is outreach and recruiting. So being able to reach the public is being here for us as the largest fitness expo is a big event. So we'll definitely be back next year. And I think that's definitely a possibility for a 4-person team.
So can you tell everybody a little bit about the Army Warrior Fitness team and the program and what your aims are?
Yeah, for sure. Staff Sergeant Fred.
Yeah. Sure. So we were created early last year, and the purpose of us is to, like Captain Murphy said, show outreach to the community, to show what the Army has to offer, as well as what we're all doing here, and kind of promote fitness within that. So at the end of this event, so tomorrow and the next day, we're going out to local high schools to talk to the kids and let them know, hey, the Army isn't just what you see in the movies or on the news. Like, there's a lot more to it, and there's a lot of things that you probably have no idea about that the Army offers, and that could help you in whatever field you want to go into.
So you're saying you use it as a recruiting tool to have this Army Warrior Fitness team. So what better place to come to something like the Arnold Sports Expo, where people are kind of like self-identifying as physically capable as being soldiers of the United States Armed Forces?
Yeah, absolutely. And so at the Arnold, it's a great spot because there's so many different sports, so many different events going on, and that so it reaches a wide audience and someone that's interested in strongman, or someone that's interested in gymnastics or the Ninja Warrior, and then they can kind of come by and see that the Army's represented in CrossFit as well.
So you said that it's only been around for 2 years, and just for record, where was the first place the Army Warrior Fitness team ever premiered?
Let's talk about Cross.
It was here at the Arnold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we got the lead on that. So, what's your respective MOSs?
I'm a correction officer for the Army, military police.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm an 11 Bravo, which is an infantryman.
Okay.
90 Alpha Logistics Officer.
Okay.
And then I'm a 35 Fox, which is an intelligence analyst.
Okay. So, you said part of the aim of this is to show people that it's not just beans, bullets, and bad guys. That there's other aspects to it. Like you said, intelligence and logistics. That sometimes people, they look at the military and say, "Oh, all I'm gonna do is carry a gun and guard a building." But obviously, with some of the backgrounds that you guys are talking about, those directly translate into the civilian community. Because whether you stay in for 4 years or 20 years, at some point you have to get out of the military.
Right.
And I think that's a concern that some people have, is like, well, what am I going to do with my Army skill set? And you guys just shared with us what you do, and those are definitely skill sets that can be utilized out in the civilian world.
Yeah, so two of our best examples, I'd say, is we have an optometrist that's on our team, as well as a neuroscientist.
Okay.
So two jobs that people that have no idea that are in the Army that are actually on our team. So, yeah.
That's awesome. So diversity even within the Army, but also within your Army Warrior Fitness family.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so awesome.
So we obviously know that CrossFit is part of the Army Warrior Fitness team, but what are some other sports that you guys are represented doing? Well, I know we saw Gabrielle earlier, and she's with Strongman, or Strong Woman, correct? So,
Specialist Coleman.
Yes, so we also have 3 people on our strongman team. And this weekend we had Sergeant Burgos, I forget how to say her last name, Berhoser. She was in the strongman competition, and I think she took 4th, so she did amazing. And she just got her pro card, which is awesome. And then we have Anthony, who's well known on the strongman floor. He's like a 2-time defending champ for the world's strongest man. And then we have another infantryman just like myself. So it's awesome. We have 2 teams, and we're all traveling so much, so we're getting a lot of ground. So it's going very well so far.
So so when you guys are going to these high schools, what's one piece of advice you would give to some of these high school students that are possibly considering a career in the Army or even being a part of the Army Warrior Fitness team?
Yeah, so one of the biggest disqualifications for people trying to sign up for the military is their physical fitness. And yeah, they can work with a recruiter and get their lives together and things like that and start working on it. But if they start working on fitness before they sign up through high school as a young kid, that's why we come to these events to try to recruit that aspect. But as we're in the schools, we try to work into their sports classes, PE, weightlifting, and let them know that if you're physically fit, like there's a lot of things that you can waive, and you can work with a recruiter as long as you embody that kind of dedication to show that you have that push to be fit. You're going to be able to join.
And then we even saw that on your social media channels a few weeks ago after Wadapalooza. The team that competed down there went to the local high schools.
Yeah, absolutely.
And did some physical education with them.
Yeah, so every competition, expo, whatever we're doing, we travel to, we try to incorporate school visits and stuff like that. So for the next 2 days, we'll be here in the local area in Columbus, going to schools with the local recruiting stations to talk about our stories in the Army, fitness, and just how to be ready and make that lifestyle transition.
Awesome. So for everybody out there, where can they find more information about the Army Warrior Fitness team?
Yeah, so if you go to the USAREC homepage or just Google USAREC Army, we're on there. But also U.S. Army Warrior Fit on Instagram and on Facebook.
All right, cool.
All right, well, thanks, guys.
yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Again,
We really appreciate it. It's always wonderful seeing you.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
We
we're
see you
happy-
guys a lot. So.
Yeah, glad to have you guys back.
Thank
and
you.
looking forward to seeing you guys next season.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, awesome.
Well, travel
So-
safe, guys.
Thanks.
Take it easy.